Jim Dine is a printmaker, painter, sculptor, and experimental artist. He was one of the pioneers of happenings in the 1960s and continues to create art in several mediums with intense and sincere vitality and a driving force of adventure. For many, Jim Dine's best-known work was during the pop art movement, although he never considered himself a pop artist. His paintings, drawings, and prints of bathrobes and hearts are as widely known and iconic as Andy Warhol's Campbell's soup cans from the same period in American art. Beloved in popular culture around the world, represented in many major museums, public places, and private collections internationally, and revered by other artists, Jim Dine's work stands the test of time because of his superb draftsmanship, his wit, and creativity. His distinct art is at once both figurative and expressionistic. In the 1990s, Dine's sculpture Ape Cat at the Dance was added to Battery Park City Authority's public art collection. The original inspiration for Ape Cat at the Dance was a small ceramic figurine he found of the odd but adoring animal couple in human clothes and upright human-like positions that was popular as a collectible in the 19th century. Depictions of apes have been used symbolically since the Middle Ages to express human qualities. They can symbolize humankind's interest in imitating or aping other nature, just as artists often copy, portray, or imitate the world with their recreations. Apes are also used as a stereotype for humans' primal nature. Cats also have been seen as symbolic of and related to human nature since ancient times. For Jim Dine, the couple expresses some of the delightful, romantic, and mysterious qualities of life and love. The sculpture expresses reverence, not irony, and captures a sincere and tender activity. In Ape Cat at the Dance, viewers are offered bold rendering of materials, in this case, bronze that was cast from his clay sculpture, and shows the evidence of the artist's hands and tools. There is no preciousness to the marks and shapes. Just as Jim Dine is known for heavily reworking his drawings and prints, creating evidence of a surface that's become textured, so too is the evidence of intense texture on the full-length dress and coat and fur of the figures. Equally direct and without pretension is the artist Jim Dine himself.
The use of the Ape Cat, it comes from a small ceramic sculpture that I found in a junk store in London. And it's a cheap form of porcelain called Parian. It was made in Victorian England. And what interested me when I saw it was the animal quality and the human quality, because the statue was of an ape in a dinner jacket with ape hands, but in the body of a male human. And she was a cat in a tutu. So it was a kind of allegorical figures for men and women, and the relationship between a man and a woman, and also a stereotypical depiction of a man as an ape and a woman as a cat. So that interested me, and I made many sculptures of it, have still made many sculptures of it, and I made the sculpture in plaster, and it was on an armature that was placed on a wooden pallet. And so I cast the pallet too, because I thought it looked good on the pallet. The process is lost wax casting, a very classic bronze casting. You know, a mold is made and then a wax is made, and then you burn that out and you replace it with bronze. That's the point of the piece. It's about romance and mystery. In fact, a lot of my work is. Don't you think they have a ape and a cat dancing like upright like that. I find that mysterious. Hopefully it transcends bizarreness and becomes a kind of universal image of intimacy. My work is about my hand, and therefore I leave traces of my hand. And the work, the Ape and Cat, has been modeled by me in plaster with my hands. It's nice to be liked, you know? And so if someone buys it and puts it in a public park, it's quite a compliment, and it doesn't pass me by. So I'm quite proud of it where it is. And if people touch it, that's fine with me. It is bronze, you know, it's not gonna melt. And I like the fact that it's accessible to the human hand, and also to people being together with it, engaging with it. That's a compliment for me.
Visit Battery Park City in Lower Manhattan and see almost 24 examples of the art of our time, from installations and landworks to sculpture and memorials.